it roll off your shoulders. Greetings. We are here again trying to get set up here. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chanta Sama Day. Greetings. Welcome to Chanta Sama Day. Hey, greetings, Connie. Thank you for joining Chanta Sama Day. Blessed rise. Good morning. Hi. 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 How's everybody doing? Good. Everybody doing good? Yes. Hi, Furpa. Where are you watching from? Tell us where you're watching from. And then I'll tell you where I'm from or where I'm watching from. I'm watching from the USA. USA. Where are you from, Furpa Lama? So thank you for joining Chanta Sama Day. Go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Nepal in the house. Oh my goodness. We are actually a little bit half hour after the top of the hour. So thank you for watching Nepal. If you're just tuning in, tell me where you're watching from. Put in the comments. Put where you're watching from, the place you are at. And are you loving where you're at right now? Put it in the comments. Where are you watching from, Liam? Thank you so much for joining Chanta Sama Day. We are here today, and it is the day before everybody's getting ready to give gifts and buy. Chocolates are expensive now. I heard in the news, balloons and cards and Valentines, all the stuff, right? So, what are you serving? So that is the question, because I don't celebrate these commercialized holidays. Give me flowers every day. Send me flowers every day, once in a while or something like that, but not just February 14th. That's the day, and then you are disrespectful, rude, doing things that's not good after. You know what I mean? It's like these things are rituals. They're rituals. And they do not hold inside anything, because it's outside, it's material. And people can give you gifts, they can buy you this, buy you that, right? And oftentimes it becomes this question of who are you serving? Who are you serving? Who are you serving? Right? That's what it becomes. And love is action, right? Love is doing. Love is patient. We went through this. Now, Liam, are you being nice? Be nice. Okay. You can't chat for a while. Okay, that's fine. Go to your bed. To your bed. Go to your bed. Go right in there. Thank you, sir. Stay. So when we talk about these commercialized holidays and we talk about a consumer society, we're working to pay bills. That's it. You're working to pay bills. You're working to buy into a lie of a system, right? And the system perpetuates this ideology of love as being something that is material. It's a material thing. You love me, you're going to give me this and a house and a car and a this and a that, It's attached to those things. And true love, hi Lachman, Wagwan. Wagwan Lachman, tell us where you're watching from. In the chat, just put where you're watching from, Lachman. Thanks for joining Chanta Sam today. I'm happy that, you have chosen to spend your time here in the Rise. I go live in the Rise, and You can watch me, you can listen. Some people are trolls. Oh, I butchered your name. I am so sorry. I didn't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry. I will call you Simon. Hi, Simon. My apologies to you, Simon, to your mom, to whoever named you. Um, I would love the pronunciation because I'm a librarian and, I love to read and I love books and I love language and I love vocabulary and I love learning new words. So, there. I have a nail bothersome. Where is it? I think it's up here. Yep. Sorry about that, yo. So yeah, I gotta multitask. I have to multitask every time. Yep, I have to multitask all the time. I gotta do like five things at once. I'm doing the psalm and I'm getting this hangnail off at the same time. Oof. So okay, here we go. Everybody ready? You got your seatbelt tucked on? Because let me tell you, this chant of psalm, my son just said, he said, you're talking about this and that's leave them. This is my life. I have to talk and express my life. Who don't like it? That's your business. Talk about your life. Talk about your side of the story, right? You know, it's very important. People are being pushed down from telling their truth. It's like, you crazy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's like, that's what I'm talking about. So we cannot be in this way of not wanting to express our truth. And this is our truth. We've experienced things. We have to express these things that we've experienced. That's just the bottom line. And who don't like it, guess what? You can tell yours. You can tell your side of the story. Okay? Oftentimes we blame other people because we cannot take accountability that we fucked up. I'm going to use that word. We effed up. We messed up. Someone said people, they fell, slipped, and whatever. I forgot the three words. Connie, you got to put it in the chat, please. Because this is what happens. And then it's turned around to blame the other person. I don't blame anyone for anything. I take accountability. And in my taking accountability, I have found that it's freeing. It's light. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I am free to live in truth and not be held down to a lie. Okay? So people live relationships that they were based on a lie. They began it with a lie. I was in a relationship with someone, they lied about their age one time. And in lying about their age, when I found out, I was like, if you're going to lie about that little thing, about your age, what other thing you going to lie about? So I've learned the hard way. And I'm here existing to tell others how to avoid the hard way. Go in the righteous way, the good way. As we commune together for righteousness, this is what we are looking to do, to come into the good way so that we're not in a bad way. We put ourselves in a bad way who make life hard for ourselves. We do that. You know why? We're putting our heart where we can't reach. We want things that we can't afford. And we use other people to get those things we can't afford. And in the process, guess what? Who's it hurting? Not the person you're using, but you. It's hurting you. So people out there, if you've been used, people took from you and they use, guess what? Leave them alone. Because in the long run, right? Righteousness always prevails. So stay in that good way, in that righteousness. Stay there. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for tuning in and watching Chant a Psalm a day. Every day, we're live in the rise. We are live in the rise. Okay? I'm grieving my son's passing, that he passed away in 2023. I'm grieving my dad's passing from 2024. So I don't have time for foolishness. I don't got time for that. So in that, I've experienced hardships. I am not going to let that make me angry and upset. And I'm going to err on the side of goodness. And that's what I'm calling everyone to do. Leave people where they are. Do not take, somebody just said that in New Orleans, this woman had a doll and she was sticking pins in it for a player. I forgot the player's name, and he was playing all fumbly and he wasn't playing good. So they attributed that to this woman sticking, things. When it comes to stuff like that, that is what the psalm is about today, putting your hand into wrongness instead of staying in the righteousness and being totally still. Be still and know that righteousness is going to flow, and it's going to go. It's going to go throughout creation. Grab it. Better grab it. Because it's in the midst. Because guess what? When you grab wrongness, people grab demons, don't even know these are demons they're they're having sex with demons. People don't know that they're doing that. They're like, oh, it's okay. That's my girlfriend. I got to have sex with her. Okay, go ahead. Sex with the demon. I wish you luck. I wish you the best with that. Now, okay. So in the psalm today, the theme of today and the entire, coming live in the rise is to talk about where are people at? Who are you serving? Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. What's going on and who are you giving your love, your power, your energy to? Are you putting it in goodness, or are you doing what this person did with a doll, sticking the pins in this Patrick Mahomes doll? Like, what in the world? There was a young girl. She admired me. She was my student, and she created this doll of me, with a crown wrap, and it was beautiful. It's just, it's like a little statue like that. And people thought that was weird, like, you're not afraid she gonna do. I said, I don't believe in that stuff. Those things cannot come upon me. So you can try, but guess what? It's gonna backfire. Boom, right back at you. Because those things cannot come upon. That's why people who do those things can't be around me. They don't want to invite me into their home. They don't want me. They don't, because they're doing these things. And I'm contrary to that. I don't do that. I don't put spells on folks. Nah. You're gonna get handled with something higher than me. I'm not gonna do it. Because the psalm today talks about that. And that's the whole theme today is righteousness surrounds righteous people. Righteousness surrounds righteous people. Okay? But wrong people, they're surrounded by wrongness. Everywhere they turn, it's wrongness. They're surrounded by violent video games. Number one, in your home. That's the demon, number one. Violent video games. The second demon, number two, right, is language. The words you use in your home is going to come upon you same way. When you call people names, when you put people down, when you detract from your own responsibility, that's another demon. Demon number 3 is the food that's in the fridge that's killing folks that I told folks about a long time ago. Nobody want to listen. I'm crazy. The food, that's another demon, because you hear how close the word food is to fool. Fool. Food, fool, right? Look at what's inside there. Is there anything dead in there? Well, guess what? That's a demon. The demons are dead. They're the living dead. Some are dead, some are. But guess what? Who's going to come and judge the living and the dead? Don't worry about that. When people try to jump off a cliff, I saw on 48 Hours the other day, this man jumped off a cliff because he killed his wife, put her in a pot and boiled her or some craziness. He jumped off a cliff to try to kill himself, right? Guess what? He survived. Righteousness gonna look, you cannot get away, I'm telling folks, from the things that you do to people. Okay? That's drastic. You may say, oh, that's drastic. Yeah, it is, but also lying is drastic. Cheating on someone is drastic. Right? That is the same. It may be a different context, but you did wrong. You're wrong. Okay? Lying leads to murder. Murder leads to confusion. It's just a snowball down to destruction. So the important part of this psalm today, I'm telling you all now, listen, I told you to buckle up. Buckle up, put your seatbelt, whatever belt you got to put on, but put the armor of God on so you can hear my words. That is through that higher power that gives me the voice to speak. That's why I ask that the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart is acceptable in the sight of what is righteousness and goodness, because people are out is not going to accept it. So the theme today is what surrounds you. What are you allowing in your space or to have access to you? What surrounds you? What are you giving time and attention to? Okay? Walk away from demons. There are demons out here. Okay? They come in all kind of disguises. So, and you will know how to discern folks. You will know how to discern folks by listening to the language they're using. Listen to the language. Listen to the words people are speaking. And then look at their behavior and their actions. Is it in aligning? Is it aligning? How people treat you. Okay, people speak about how a man treats his mama is how he gonna treat his wife. So learn behavior. What are we learning? What are we surrounding ourselves with? What are we teaching the next generation? You're responsible. When you got 5 kids, you got to be responsible being around. You got 6 kids, 7. I got 3. 3. Imagine people with 5. I can't imagine that. I right now want to have a next one. So, and people are like, oh, you're up in age, you don't got no more eggs, you're not all this stuff people talking about. That's what they did when people were talking about when I was having a home birth. How you gonna do that? What you gonna you need a I said, look, I deal with something higher than I deal with something higher than that. And what that higher force is that I deal with can work miracles upon miracles. Okay? When I talk about miracles, I'm talking about miracles upon miracles. And at 55 years old, I could get pregnant. Yes, I can. Because I know there's a higher force that's higher than what is on the earth here. And what humans can wrap their brain around. Because remember, the Most High is a supernatural. They talk about aliens and outer space. That's what they're gonna speak about when they see that one coming on that chariot, you know, with the big Jesus foot. Okay, someone told me a long time ago they had a dream. God was coming out of the sky, and he had a big. His foot was coming down on the folks, like, and people were running. So we have to get with the knowledge of what is what is surrounding you. That's the whole theme today. And I'm going to start off with the psalm today. Usually I start off with the verse of the day or the word of the day, but today I got to start with the psalm because the idea of voodoo dolls, the idea of voodoo is an African, spiritual practice that came over from Africa, and it got turned into this evil thing where people start using it for evil. This is what happens. Anything, that's why I'm not selling my app to just anybody. My app has to be sold to someone who's going to use it for good, because people use things for evil. This is what happens. So when we talk about, the spirituality, African, culture, African teachings and practices from Africa, it was used for good. It was used for good, to create good, to have there's a fertility doll that's used when you want to get pregnant, a fertility doll. And, so these things were used for good. What's happening now is people are using these things for evil, to do wrong to someone. And in the psalm today, this is what we're speaking about. Okay. So thanks for joining Chant a Psalm a Day, everyone. I'm trying to get my phone here up to, okay, good. It was looking kind of weird. So the Psalm today, 125, and it's short. It's just 5 verses. That's why I wanted to start with it today. It's just 5 verses. And before we get into the Psalm, let me have the intro song. Steel Pulse. I have no copyright to this song. This is Steel Pulse from the True Democracy album. Psalm 125. Those who trust in righteousness are as Mount Zion, that cannot be moved, only abides forever in righteousness. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so righteousness surrounds righteous people. From this time forth and forevermore, righteousness will surround those who are righteous and seeking for the righteousness within themselves, not outside. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the land allotted to the righteous. However, check this out now. This is verse 3, and I highlighted this verse because wickedness is not going to come upon the righteous, right? It's not. It's going to come on the righteous when the righteous stretches out their hands to do wrong. Merciful, merciful Most High. Forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. Forgiveness is powerful. It can release you out of a prison. I have to read verse 3 again. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest on the righteous, on the land allotted to the righteous, or where the righteous is. Wickedness cannot rest on that. That's why I tell people, do good, stay good, be in goodness, get the demons out your life, all the violent video games, all the dead foods, all the hoes. Get these demons out your life. Because the righteous is not going to be given righteousness when they stretch out their hands to do wrong. Verse 4, do good. Do good, O righteousness, to ones that are good. Good gonna come to those who are good. Bad gonna come to those who bad. Who lie, who cheat, who steal, who take advantage, who consume the people like they eat bread. Do good, I'm telling you folks, because it's coming down seriously. Do good to ones that are good and to those that are righteous inside their hearts. When that righteousness is inside your heart and it's there, and you've pushed away the trauma and the hurt and the pain, when you receive that righteousness of the most loving, omnipotent one of righteousness and goodness, mercy, compassion, love, guess what? You are going to receive so much. However, those that don't do good and they turn aside to crookedness, they're going to be led away with the evildoers. It makes me weep for people. It makes me weep. Sad. Do not turn aside to crookedness. Don't do it. Especially to those who have shown you kindness. Love and tranquility be upon I and I. Love and tranquility be upon I and I. Selah and Selah again. I told you all to hang on and put your seatbelts on, because it's going to be one. This is going to be one. Psalm 125 is a powerful psalm. It's one of the most powerful psalms besides Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Because this speaks of people doing and putting their hand into wanting to hurt someone or stop them from progressing. Jealousy, envy is the ingredients for that. So, be careful. Be careful who you lay down with. Be careful who you eat with. Be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you have sex with. Be careful who you put your mouth on. Be very careful. That was the psalm today. Oh my gosh. That was mm, that was that was that was powerful for me because I just felt the sadness for humanity and that moment, the sadness for humanity, and how the righteous are being pushed against a wall and they have no choice but to go into wrongness to survive. No. Stealing, killing, taking from someone is evil. It's wicked. It's wicked. And when I looked at the word today is dream. Thank you so much for liking this video and for tuning in. Okay, sock puppet. Sock puppet. Are you not being nice to people who smoke weed all day? Are you being a judge and juror of people who smoke weed all day? Are you being a judge and juror of people who play Fortnite all day? Violence? Because I am speaking about violence, foods that are not good for you. These things are going to bring you in a hello there. It's going to bring you in a hell. So telling what's a sin and what's not a sin, okay? Murder is a sin. Smoking weed, eating, drinking alcohol, okay, is destroys your body, right? So anything that destroys your body is a sin. Anything that destroys your humanity or destroys your mental health and your purpose in life and your righteousness is a sin. Okay? So, sock puppet, we will send a lifter up for you because for some reason you are turning things into sin that you need to look at the scripture of righteousness. What is sin? Sin is lies. Sin is untruth. Sin is stealing, killing, murdering. Moses has a whole list, okay? Look at the list. Look at the covenant and check that out. Also, seek knowledge in terms of what you are defining as weed and what is you defining as smoke. Because let me bring, I forgot to, let me get some of this smoke for you, sock puppet. Because I didn't have my smoke, but let me get it up here for you here. Let's get it up here for you, Mr. Sock Puppet. Okay. So, greetings, Derez. Hi, Derez. Good morning to you too, and you have a great day as well. I am sending a shout out to our guest here, Sock Puppet. I don't know if you're new joining. But sock puppet is how should I speak that? Sock puppet is determining who goes to hell and who doesn't. And in that determination, I am looking at righteousness as the determining factor. Okay. The determining factor is righteousness. And that's going to determine what goes into hell and what goes into the good places, right? Now, common sense is going to tell you doing good is going to get you into the good place, and doing wrong to yourself and to others will get you in the wrong place, the hell place. So, what people do to themselves, and I'm going to let you know this: alcohol and cigarettes, nicotine specifically, are destroying people's bodies. Okay? So when you talk about sin, sin is a destroyer. It's a destroyer of a person. It destroys, it's come to destroy, in other words. It doesn't come to give life, it comes to destroy. So my son just came in and said he wants to eat the food he grows out of the earth because it's just destroying. I said, interesting. What is sin? Sin is a destroyer. Okay. Now, it's interesting that the demonizing of certain things have been perpetuated, especially in the Rastafarian community. They've demonized Rastafarians because they quote unquote smoke weed. Some Rastafarians don't even smoke nothing. Some of them don't. We have Rastafarians who are judges. We have Rastafarians who are attorneys, doctors, nurses. Rastafarians are all over. You don't know that they are that because your mind is smoking weed. That's all you're thinking because the world has put that in your brain. And instead of thinking for yourself and reading and finding out, you're eating up the lies that folks are saying to you, and you're determining who goes into this place, who goes into that place. Okay? When a person is a molester, a child molester, there's a special place for those folks. Okay? That's not for me to judge who is that. I've never been molested or anything like that, so I can't. But people have been, and their perpetrators are walking around today still. They go to their family reunions, and the perpetrator who molested them is sitting at the table. Okay? So we can't, mercy. Righteousness is mercy. And when you show that to yourself, you're going to be able to show that to others. Sock puppet, we're going to lift you up to show yourself mercy. Because coming in and making comments without a reference point is really stupid. And it doesn't show well on you. It shows that you're a troll, and it shows that you are, somebody out there that probably is catching a feeling from what I'm saying about being. It's sad that those folks are deceitful and lying, and they're going to get their recompense for that. And I weep for the humanity in terms of those qualities that are not good. Okay, that aren't good. These qualities of lies and cheating and all that, it's not good qualities. It doesn't fare well for a person that does that. So when we look at the word today, I want to get the word today. It's the word of the day. Let's get the word of the day. It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. This is for all my trolls. I'm sending a positive sage energy. Sage cleanses negativity, and it cleanses destroying energies and demonic vibes. It just destroys that. So I am sending out the sage. This is not magic. This is an ancient practice. It's not this, putting something on someone and being, I'm going to put a spell on you. No, this is this is cleansing. Very cleansing, okay? And the smell of it is just amazing. So, let's get into the word of the day. Let's get into the word of the day. So the word of the day today is dream, dream, dream. That's the word of the day, dream. Dream is the word of the day. So we ask, what did you dream? What did you dream? Dream maker. There's a song like that too. Is there a song like that? Dream maker. I think there is a song like that. Dream maker. Let me see. Is that a song like that? Yeah. Dream maker. Rick James? Huh. I don't have the copyright to this. I probably can't play it either. But Rick James has a song. It's called Dream Maker. So, yeah, Rick James Dream Maker. I'm going to play it after this because it's probably copywritten and we can't play it on YouTube. So, the word today is dream. Dream. And is brought to us today by Numbers chapter 12, verse 6. So the word dream, I dream of the highest and best. My life is full. My life is full. So those of you who dream of the highest and best. Okay. I slept really good because oh my goodness, I was serenaded first night and lulled to sleep. I was so stressed out, so tired, working and dealing with negativity and dealing with this and dealing with that. And it was just such a hard, stressful day. And winding down, I usually wind down about 7 or so. And dealing with, my children and my adult children rather, because they're adults, 28 and 25. And, I was just exhausted. And I laid and I had a serenading of music. Oh my goodness, I cried. I fell asleep, and the DJ, it was a live DJ just for me. And this live DJ, played all these songs, and I just was like lulled to sleep. Like it was just the best ever. And it was, songs from my kind of music, Luther, and music. I was like, oh my gosh, this is oldies but goodies. So yeah, it was really amazing, and I was so relaxed. So music is healing. I'm gonna play music all day today and have it just flowing through my home. So the word today is dream. Dream. That's the word today. And the word today speaks of dreams are achievable. Dreams are achievable. So I don't let the idea of improbable or impossible hold me back. I dream big. This is me, right? This is me right here. This the word today. I dream big, right? Um, I dream the seemingly impossible. People are like, it's impossible for you to sell this app, and it's impossible for you to, create a black mermaid and have a mermaid tail. It's impossible for you to write a children's book about a black mermaid. It's impossible for you to own a house in Texas and in Maryland. It's impossible. Like, come on now. Yes, dancing. Music is healing and dancing too. That is true. I love it. Thank you, Mel, for sharing that and for joining Chantasamade. So, um, I dream the seemingly impossible, knowing all things are possible with righteousness. All things are possible with righteousness. I align my heart, my mind and heart with the presence of goodness. Look at the presence of goodness coming into my face. Um, yes. You're gonna see him live soon. Okay. But that goodness and that presence is within. Greetings of love and tranquility with great gratitude for the Most High daily. El Sue is in the room. Thank you so much for joining. Let's drop a emoji. We got Mel in the room. Drop a purple heart there for Mel. Derez, we're going to drop a strong arm. Let's drop a strong arm for Derez. And Connie, let's drop a hands together prayer emoji for Connie. A righteousness. Speaking to righteousness. Sock puppet, you don't have any emojis. Simon, let's give Simon an emoji of, I don't know what that is, Simon. Laughing or a hand wave. We're going to wave to Simon. Oops. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. Okay, we got a prayer emoji there, hands together. So nothing is impossible. In other words, nothing is impossible when you know all things are possible with that presence of righteousness that I talked about earlier. That sometimes people who are righteous, they put their hand into wrongness. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't want to do that. We want to align your heart, your mind with the presence of righteousness within. It's within. And trust the vision that you hold is manifesting perfectly. So whatever your vision is, my vision, I got a lot of visions, and I hold these manifesting visions perfectly are going to manifest, right? I am going to own my own payroll one day. Are you going to be on my payroll? Yes. $50,000 a year, people start off on my payroll. And that's because of that presence of righteousness within, and trusting that vision. I trust it. I'm going to hold on to it. Some people give up. They give up. They just give up too quick. I'm going to stick with it. So thank you all for pushing me through and giving me that strength through your comments, through your kind emojis, through all of the hit me some fire emojis, because this is on fire, y'all. It's on fire. As I dream, I journey through each step. Okay, each step, following my heart and living my passion. I explore with curiosity and courage. I am confident and comfortable with the unknown, open to unfolding good. So whatever that unknown is, I'm gonna be patient, okay, and I'm gonna be comfortable with the unknown. I might not know what tomorrow brings, but I know that I am curious and courageous. Speak that to existence. I am curious. I am courageous. Yes, we are. Seeming obstacles do not hinder my progress, right? Obstacles may be credit obstacles, financial obstacles, whatever obstacles. I am not going to let that hinder my progress. You cannot bring me down. I am the key. I am the key. I am the key. The key, I hold it. You hold it. You hold the key to opening doors. You just don't know that. You're thinking outside has got the key. You got the key. You got the key. I'm going to make a song like you got the key. You got the key. You are the key. So, seeming obstacles do not hinder my progress. I got the key. Even when my plans take a different direction, okay, I discover unexpected bliss. Like my plan took a different direction. It's like, okay, we're going in that direction now. Look at that, what that direction, it opened an unexpected bliss. It's like, what? Oh my gosh, what? So my dream is mine. It's mine. Your dream is yours. My dream is mine to envision and shape. Your dream is yours to envision and shape. Are we aligning with the same dreams? Maybe not. You go your way, I go mine. My dream is to envision and shape. It is mine to live and enjoy. Yes, indeed. It is mine to live and enjoy. My dream is my dream. I remember, oh my goodness, how many years ago? 20 something years ago? 20 something years ago, I was with someone who had a dream. Their dream was to open a farmer's market. My dream was to open a Do Good School. That was the name, Do Good School. I put my dream on the side to help them with theirs. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to live your dream with your full heart. You cannot allow someone else's dream or someone else's life to dictate yours. No. If you know, I always speak this, having, this is the theme today. What is surrounding you? Are you surrounded with the goodness and righteousness? Who has access to that? Who are you having at who? It's got to be goodness. That's what it is. So the word today, dream, is brought to us by Numbers. It's brought to us by Numbers chapter 12. Okay, Numbers chapter 12, verse 6. I, the Lord, make myself known to them in visions. In visions. I speak to them in dreams. So when you have a dream, when you have a vision, when you have an ambition and you think it's impossible, guess what? Righteousness already is making known to you that vision, and you have to listen to it. You have to listen to that vision. So, Numbers chapter 12, verse 6, I, the Lord, make myself known to them in visions. I speak to them in dreams. So, what have you dreamt? What is that righteousness pounding you into thinking? What is that righteousness making you feel? How are you aligning this with your surroundings? Surrounding yourself with what is righteous and good, and removing the demonic things. Demonic people, demonic foods, demonic music, demonic things. Okay, I listened. My personal DJ played music with lyrical, loving tones, and it just, I was like, oh my gosh, it was just beautiful. So, surrounding yourself with calming and things that are, bringing you happiness. Thank you, Elsu. Do what makes you happy. Own it and enjoy it. I love it. Thank you for the fire emojis, Katin. Kat, thank you for the fire emojis. Connie, the fire emojis. Yep, Connie is on the paper. Of course. Yes, yes, indeed. Um, yes, temporary. That's why we got to do the best we can with ourselves and each other because it's temporary. So that was our word today, dreams. Blessed Rise, Chawa. Haven't seen you forever. Of the day. We just finished the word of the day. It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. It's the word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. Yes, it's the word of the day. Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was the word of the day today, everybody. I want to share the verse of the day because when I saw the verse of the day, I was like, what? I was surprised at this verse of the day. Let me get to it. Get to it. I told y'all to hang on and buckle up because there's going to be a ride today. So the verse of the day, my John 3:16. John 3:16. I want to get that tattooed on my body. John 3:16 right up here. Just a tattoo here. John 3:16. Bam. I ask that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart is acceptable to the most righteousness that gives me strength every day. Oh my goodness. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6 to 7. We've been on 1 Corinthians a couple days now, y'all. 1 Corinthians. Love does, oh wait. This was yesterday, sorry. John 16. John 3:16. For righteousness, for God so loved the world that God gave God's righteousness to the world. That was the word. And the word became flesh. And whoever knows about that word and that one and lives that way shall not perish but have eternal life. Dang! Ah! John 3:16. John 3:16. John 3:16. Yes. I'm going to read it the way King James Version. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. So in translation, it's like exactly what we are talking about, the theme today. Surrounding yourself with righteousness. Righteousness surrounds righteousness. Right? And the love that of that righteousness is so powerful. It gave this one, it gave the word and turned it into flesh. Like this is what happened. And that word was crucified, was put down, was lifted up and then put down and then turned and all kind of stuff. And guess what? It's within. We are the word. We are that one. We are being crucified every single day for standing for righteousness, for standing for right. People think we're better than them because we want to do the right thing. No, I'm not better than nobody, and nobody ain't better than me. We are all in an unity of goodness, mercy, kindness. We're supposed to be about that. Look, my daughter's calling me right now. Blessed Rise. I'm live. My children, my son, my daughter on the phone. We are finishing up. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for joining. I want to just share the what is it? I want to share the life lessons and the what is it? Fire, how you doing? Hang on just a second. Oh, Derek, can you get me those books there, please? So that's my son. Right there, look. Oh goodness. Right there with the little light. Let's get we're almost done actually. So I wanted to share the life lessons from the ocean. This one, life lessons from the ocean. Let me share that real quick, fine. I'm gonna be done. Life lessons from the ocean. Life lessons from the ocean. Life lessons from the ocean. So let's see what the life lessons from the ocean is today. Be prepared to be surprised. Be prepared to be surprised. That's what the life lesson from the ocean is. Be prepared to be surprised. You may have seen flying fish, but have you ever heard of a flying squid? As a mollusk, flying squid is related to slugs and snails, but the Japanese flying squid, I need my light to read this. The Japanese flying squid, Todomors pacificus, is anything but slow. The Japanese flying squid is jet propelled, squirting water at high speed through its siphon, a funnel like tube, to push it along. It migrates each year, traveling over 1,200 miles at an average of 3 feet per second. When the Japanese flying squid puts on a burst, it moves at 10 feet per second through water, about 7 miles per hour, enough to lift it from the sea's surface, and with less resistance from the air compared to water, can reach up to 25 miles per hour and escape any predator. You'll believe it when you see it. Wow, that was life lessons from the ocean. Life lessons from the ocean. This is the Japanese flying squid. Life lessons from the ocean. Did you know that about the Japanese flying squid? Well, you learned something today. Life lessons from the ocean. You learned something today about the Japanese flying squid. Life lessons from the ocean. Life lessons from the ocean. Soothing wisdom from the sea. Written by Richard Harrington and pictures by Annie Davidson. Thank you so much. Now, our final read is, today is day 44. Yep. No, wait. No, 43. Today is day 43. Day 43. Only God can judge. Now remember, Sock Puppet came on and said people smoking weed all day gonna go to hell, right? And Sock Puppet, that's why we lifted you up, because that's not nice and it's confused. Because only righteousness can judge, and that is our communication, daily communication to righteousness today. Daily communication, daily communication, daily communication to righteousness for women, daily communication to righteousness for women. Only God can judge. People want to be little gods, but there's only one, Almighty, righteousness. That's perfect. We are imperfect, so we can't. How can we judge folks? We're not perfect ourselves. What are you doing? So anyway, the daily communication to righteousness for women is brought to us today by two scriptures, Romans and Ruth. Romans 14, verse 12 to 13 speaks, so then each of us shall give account of himself to righteousness. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore. Stop it. Right? People call a spade a spade. Let it be a spade. You don't got to say it. Let it be a spade. Let the spade show you that it's a spade. You don't have to say nothing. So, the daily communication to righteousness begins, Lord God, let me be transformed into your likeness. Your written word guides me to not judge others as I would judge myself. Thank you for your unwavering guidance. Amen. Selah. And from Ruth chapter 3, verse 11, and now, my daughter, do not fear. I will do for you all that you ask. For all my fellow townsmen know that you are a worthy woman. Let me read that again. And now, my daughter, do not fear. I will do for you all that you ask. For all my fellow townsmen know that you are a worthy woman. Ruth chapter 3, verse 11. That was the daily communication for women today. Daily communication. If you have a woman in your life, that, or you are a woman too, that is the daily communication for today. To righteousness. To righteousness. For women. For women. For women. For who? Daily, what is it? David Beckwith, you are late, my friend. We're about to end, but you can look at this video again, and at least you can tune in again. It's gonna be there on YouTube. Okay, so that was our daily communication for women, our lessons from the ocean, and we had our Psalm today, 125. Amazing Psalm today. Oh my goodness, I wept for humanity. Like, people are really forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. I'm saddened. So we had the Psalm 125 that said, stay in your righteous place. Don't put your hand to wrongness. You don't want to do that. You want to stay in a good place. So I love that we had the verse today also coming from John 3:16, that righteousness loves so much that it gave itself, and it gave us the word, and that word was transformed into flesh. That's supernatural stuff, like bam. And then I am talking about purifying the word in the fire 7 times. That's what the scripture talks about. Like, don't talk to me unless you purify your words in the fire 7 times. Don't come to me correct, because according to Ruth chapter 3, verse 11. What does Ruth chapter 3, verse 11 talk about? Don't be afraid, Ruth. You're good. You're a worthy woman. You are a worthy woman, Ruth. What is it? You are a worthy woman. You shouldn't fear. You are a daughter. Everything I will do what you ask. That's what the Most High said. You ask of it, you're going to get it. I asked to be freed from a certain situation. I got it. Then when I got it, I was like, wait a minute, that's too fast. No. Be careful what you ask for. And I am careful what I ask for. So thank you so much for joining Chant Sama Day. And the word today, dream. Dream. I dream of the highest and best. So we had a word today, dream. We had a verse today, John 3:16. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining Chant Sama Day. Remember to stand in love, don't fall in it. Hey, check me. Listen, subscribe to this channel. I'm getting 1,000 viewers, and it's because of you. Subscribe, like this video. I got 10 likes today. Woo! Alabama. Bama in the house. Thanks for letting me know where you're watching from. got 7 people watching. Woo! 10 likes. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a blessed day. Take good care. Remember, what? Tell me in the chat. Remember what? Somebody tell me in the chat. What? What do I always talk about? Standing what? Take the world off your shoulders. Stand in love, Chawa. Thank you so much. Send me a message, you get a prize. Don't fall in it. Woo! Yeah, that's right. We gonna stand in love. We're not gonna fall in it. Righteousness, cat. That's right. Righteousness. We gonna chant the summer day. Thank you, Steel Pulse, True Democracy. I'm gonna meet my brethren. Them is my brethren. I gotta meet my brethren. Have a blessed day, everyone. Moses chanted. Samson. Elijah. Yes, Connie, thank you. Chant the summer day. Stand in love, don't fall in it. Yes. We belong to the goodness. Have a blessed day, everyone. Take good care. See you next time. We're going to go live in the Rise.